20 minutes. And then after those 20 minutes are up, we are done, man. So I've been working in this area. I want to start moving more right, but at this point, I want to kind of establish some of the value that I'm working in. And I've been kind of slowly adding more and more, or like darker and darker value tones. Just slowly building it up, using softer and softer graphite. And I'm sure there's a better way, honestly. I'm just using this as like a kind of like a way for me to avoid, I don't know, I guess making errors. Because I typically don't like to erase. And I don't really like using like my finger or like a blending stump to blend. So all the blending is going to be direct. It's all going to be it's all going to be from the outcome of applying multiple layers of graphite onto the drawing, just ever so slightly. Now, I could very well press harder to make the drawing darker quicker. It's been something I've been avoiding for this particular drawing. I'm trying to avoid just press harder and making it darker. I don't really want to show the marks of the pencil, and I don't want to like blend them with a blending stump. I don't want to like press harder and then blend them with a blending stump later on. So I'm just going to slowly build it up. And as I get more experience and as I get a little bit more comfortable with this, and I'm starting to feel like a rhythm with the drawing or a rhythm with how I'm approaching the drawing, things will get a little bit quicker. I will become a little bit more aggressive with my marks or with how I apply my value as time goes on. It might be a little bit slower. It's going to take a little while for that to build up, because I really have only been working on the value part of this drawing an hour or so, not really doing a lot. And so it's still in that icky phase where I'm still not comfortable adding value yet. And I still don't have a gauge of how I want to approach the value. I have an idea, I understand how I'm going to approach it, but I don't know how much contrast, how dark or lighter I'm going to make things at this point. So I'm kind of letting how I'm working dictate that a little bit. I think though I want to have some of the dark tones pretty dark. And if that's going to be the case, I'm probably going to have to excuse me, I'm going to have some coffee. It's early in the morning. Probably going to have to be more assertive with how I'm using my graphite pencil. And I'm going to use this as a gauge on how I can do future drawings. It's not fun, man. It's not a drawing. These type of drawings don't really like anything for a while. It's not like a sketch, or it's not like a quick gesture painting. It's just a slow burn, a very slow burn. Oh, wow. Like a really slow burn. And it is what it is. I've accepted that, right? Let's see here. We're going to add a base layer of 5H, and we're going to bring all the dark tones down here. I'm really kind of avoiding like working on the body. I mean, I can feel myself just like, let's just work on the background. Like I'm focusing on that right now. I probably shouldn't. But this is one of the backgrounds, some of the most darkest area outside of the hair and the eyes and some of the cast shadows above the nose and such. So it wouldn't hurt for me to kind of get that started and establish a base tone of sorts. It's not a really good eraser. I also drew the line pretty heavy. I think I pointed this out last time. Is like if I do this again, I'm going to do the lines a lot lighter. Be very mindful of my grid work on it, you know. What are you going to do? Yeah, you can still see them. Still see the marks. From the grid lines. I'm also not pressing nearly as hard as I could. Probably could press a lot harder. You know? Remove some of these grid lines here. I'm leaving the crosshairs just in case I might need them for later on. You can't really see them because the video quality is bad, but I'm leaving some of these crosshairs present. So just in case I need to show them later on. Wow. Anyways. We're just gonna knock this down one very, very light shadow. I'm using a 5H, which is going to basically add almost nothing, especially with the amount of pressure that I'm putting on the paper right now. So I'm doing this for a few reasons. I want to have like a light, very, very light. So light, you can't really tell. Like you can barely tell between paper and the gray. But also, I'm training myself by doing so. I'm practicing a skill. I'm practicing my pencil pressure, you know, practicing drawing lightly. So this is something that I'm trying to be mindful of. I don't know. Maybe what might happen is I might treat like the drawing going down this way. I feel like going Xerox way, like top to bottom, might not be the way. I might end up just like going up and down, you know, left to right. That might be my approach for this drawing. very slow, very boring, but it's the things you got to do. I'm also doing this as a way to mitigate errors. So by going slower and layering my graphite on top of each other, I'm forcing myself to take my time, and not to rush things. And once I kind of just accept that, like embrace that like idea, it will go a lot smoother. If you go at your drawing as if like, oh man, I got to work on it this long, you can kind of set yourself for like, not really failure, but you can definitely make things a little harder on yourself. Because you're going at it at a different like mentality. You know, and we want to go at it as like, this is what it is. We're gonna work on it until it's done. Hopefully it's done quicker, but if it doesn't, that's fine. I'd like to start more drawings, so what I'm probably going to do is start doing more drawings after I get my commissions done. I got a commission I'm working on right now, and I'm going to start working on it after this. The brunt of my day is today, or the most time is going to spend on my commission. Right now, I'm going to do this for 20 minutes, and then my commission, I'm going to spend 30 minutes. I know that's not much of a big difference, but that's all I can do. And this is kind of, I'm treating this drawing right now as kind of like my warm up to my commission. You know, so it's got some purpose to it. It's not just like, oh, he's just trying to procrastinate so he doesn't have to work on his commission. No, I'm trying to just, what am I trying to do? Trying something, that's for sure. No, I'm using it as a tool warm up to my actual work, because this is like practice to me. This is just me practicing essentially, even though it's very time consuming. I'm trying. What I mean by that is like, you know how you'll sit down like, I got to get better at drawing. I got to improve. And so what you do is you sit down, you sketch in your sketchbook, and you do this and you do that. I guess that's fine if you're on the go, but like, or if you're like, eating breakfast or lunch or dinner or something. But I've gotten to this point where you want to make the just actual artwork or a piece of an actual drawing that has substance, your actual like study, you know, because you can spend all your time studying and then you spend no time applying it, you know. There's no application of the skill that you learned because all you have is a bunch of studies, you know. and nothing else, which could be fine if that's what you want to do. But oftentimes you have nothing to show for it other than like a bunch of sketches. So I'm trying to find an equilibrium, a balance between like, hey, let's practice and let's apply these principles, you know, and that's difficult. You can get caught in like the minutia of it. Like you can get caught in this idea of practicing because you don't feel well equipped to do the task. If that makes any sense. So I think what it might happen is I might end up just going down, up and down, and then move to another down. I'm feeling that's the way I'm going. I don't feel like going this way is how I want to approach it. I'm just going with like the rhythm of mine for me. So I was kind of just moving downwards because there's this large dark area, and so it's forcing me to move downwards. And so I think that might be where I approach it, is I'll just move downwards, and slowly build up that way. So I'm establishing a very light, dark base on this paper here. A very light gray base. So I can still see the lines that I've drawn. And as I must do that everywhere, and maybe I can just erase the highlights, because this is predominantly gray, Very fun. Look at that. Good. Let's erase these lines right here. Just erase them. Very slow. Not a lot of progress, but we got a little bit. That's all that matters. Anyway, I think it's at 20 minutes. I gotta bounce, dude. Gotta bounce. I'm gonna come back to this tomorrow. Put in 20 or 25 minutes. Slowly, as I said, I'm gonna try to ratchet up the amount of time that I work on, that I'm working. It's gonna be difficult, but I have my fingers crossed. Hey, how you doing? Well, someone's commenting. I guess I'll talk for a little bit longer. Hey, I was getting ready to leave. I only want to do like 20, 25 minutes. I got I got prior engagements, if that makes any sense. Well, that's good to hear, man. You really can't tell. Like, you cannot tell. Like, I can see just a small change. Just a small change. I think I want to do that to the entire drawing, actually. Everything goes with a 5H. And then I can just erase, like, any highlight that is present in the drawing. I think that's going to be an approach. Yes, yes, okay. I don't think I did this square right here, but I don't know. I'm gonna finish. I'm gonna go down to. I'm gonna go down here. Like that. We're gonna do the same thing down this square, and then we're gonna stop. I gotta stop after that. It's gonna take me a minute or two just to do the square. There's a light, like gray wash. Notice how I'm holding my pencil. It's like a wand. So that forces me to draw lighter. Fun. So next time I'm gonna go up and down. I've been going left to right. I'm gonna go up and down next time to add another layer, and then I'm gonna probably swap pencils to a softer pencil, maybe like a 3H, and then layer that up and see how that looks. And then I slowly start building up my color, my pencil range. Yeah, I think I know how I'm going to approach the drawing from now. Hey, you're back. Okay. I think that's it for now. I got it going. I went a little longer than normal. Thank you so much. You'll have a good day. Don't work too hard.